found another good one for you guys. You guys are gonna love this. Here's Sky News in Australia on April 6th.
There are now calls to sue China for giving the world this coronavirus that has killed 70,000 people so far and absolutely paralysed the world economy. And China does have questions to answer. They're not just the questions I've raised several times before, like why did China wait weeks to tell the world about this new virus? Why did it punish local scientists who did try to warn us? And now there's something else. The general theory is that this virus comes from a species of bat jumping over to humans, and that it all started in the seafood market at Wuhan, where wild animals are also kept and killed. But that theory is now looking very shaky. For a start, a scholar from the South China University of Technology recently published a paper saying, wait a minute, according to municipal reports and testimonies from 31 residents and 28 visitors, the bat was never a food source in Wuhan and was not sold in that market. In fact, the Lancet study confirmed that the first person to get sick had no connection with the market at all, although many, of course, later did. Now, this scholar, who used to be a postdoctoral research fellow at Harvard Medical School, no fool, said maybe the virus came accidentally from researchers in Wuhan who'd been working on bat viruses. He said one such researcher at a nearby laboratory, just 300 metres from the market, reported that he'd been splashed with bat blood and urine while researching coronaviruses, although not necessarily this COVID-19, we don't know. And he was quarantined for 14 days. But this scholar who wrote about all this has since told the Wall Street Journal he's withdrawn his paper because he had no direct proofs. You can imagine what pressure China might have put him under to shut up. And there's more. That bat researcher who got splashed is virologist Tian Zhanghua, who works at the Wuhan Center for Disease Control near the market and has collected bats for virus research. Now, promotional video on him suggests that it sometimes involved poor protection. But there is also another virus laboratory a bit further away from the market, which also worked on bat viruses. Now, this government laboratory even advertised twice last year, and I'm showing you a Google translation, for people to come work on new bat and rodent viruses it had discovered, and to do research on bats and coronaviruses related to SARS, which this laboratory traced back to bats a decade ago. I should make clear that this research is most likely about preventing illness, not causing it. And when the news broke out that Wuhan suddenly had a strange new virus erupting there, the head of this government laboratory in Wuhan, Shi Zhengli, was called in to investigate.
This is the lady that I've been posting all the research from. You guys, I've posted a thread somewhere on my Facebook, on my timeline. I suggest you go find it, look for yourself. I posted a whole timeline of research. This story is definitely going to unfold more. Wait till you see what I show you.
Investigate. The Scientific American reports, if coronaviruses were the culprit, she remembers thinking, could they have come from our lab?
I just wanted to let that sink in for a second. Okay? Just let that sink in real quick. She was actually quoted in Scientific American. You can find this yourself, you guys. It's on the internet. They have a discussion about it. Go look it up. Find it for yourself. It's on my timeline. If you want to go to my timeline, all of my stuff on her is public. All of her research, I found it, made it public. I tried to put it in order. Somebody did a much better job than me, so hold on.
Well, later she posted on WeChat, I swear with my life, the virus has nothing to do with the lab. And I have no reason to say she's wrong.
I doubt
Unfortunately,
that.
I also have no reason to say she's right.
Yeah, There you go.
I don't know. And China is not the kind of country that would welcome a confession that one of its own laboratories was to blame for all this death and destruction. So, who knows if we'll ever get to the truth? But we must keep asking questions of China. And if that takes a lawsuit, why not?
Okay, like I said, there's somebody that put it together much better than me. Somebody sent me this link. You guys should definitely go here. Definitely check this out. They have the documentary right here.
I watch CNN, I watch Fox, I watch CBS, and in this case there's a lot of things not being said.
It almost certainly is a recombination event that was laboratory driven.
This is just the essential nature of Chinese communism. Chinese communism is evil.
Every person it harms is directly attributable to the Chinese Communist Party.
I began looking into the origin of the now widely known coronavirus in early February, with its timing amid the Hong Kong protests, the Taiwan elections, and the U.S.-China trade war. My name is Joshua Phillip. I'm an investigative reporter at the Epoch Times in New York, writing about the Chinese Communist Party's programs of espionage and unconventional warfare for well over a decade.
I'm gonna stop it right there. Go. Go watch this right now. Go watch this. Google it, search it, find it, please, seriously, open up a Google window right now, type those words, find it, or go to their URL, find it, watch it. Definitely intriguing, guys. Watch my other video, what's really behind the CDC's COVID-19 charting debacle, and please mirror that because they're removing my audio from videos so that I can't talk to you guys and tell you what's going on. As always, I try and list these every single time. Here's the CDC alerts that went out. You can pause the video, go back, pause the video, get the URLs. Here's the first one that went out from the WHO, from the World Health Organization, WHO, and they told them to start coding both confirmed and confirmation inconclusive or not available for mortality. Started with that, and then got sent over to them. They disseminated it. They got asked a bunch of questions. They had to release this. They were told at the bottom that COVID-19 should be reported on the death certificate for all decedents where disease was caused or is assumed to have caused or contributed to the death. I'm going to throw this out there real quick. If these guys are right, my theory is that that's the bioweapon and that's everything else. That's the human-to-human transmission that has happened, the mutation. It's going to be a natural mutation. So there's a bunch of mutations that have already been recorded. You can actually go here. I'm going to pull this up real quick. I don't think I've included this in any of my videos, so I'm going to include it now. This is the entire genomic epidemiology of the coronavirus. We have global subsampling going on. We have 3,251 of the 3,251 genomes sampled between December and now. All of these are confirmed positive. You can go through and actually track the nucleotide mutations yourself, if you're into that kind of thing, or if you want to see for yourself how this spreads. It starts here. You can see it's going to spread out. I'm just going to back off so you can watch. I know, guys. It's sad to watch. There's a lot of people hurting right now because of this virus, and there are a lot of people that have died because of this virus. I've said it over and over. Do I believe people are dying? Yes. Do I believe some hospitals are overcrowded? Yes. Do I believe a lot of people have gotten sick from this? Yes. Do I believe there's more to the story? Yes. Do I believe the media is putting a spin on this? Yes. Am I scared that if this continues someday I'm going to have to tell my kids what freedom used to be like? Yes. And that scares me way more than this virus does. Be safe, guys. Share my videos, please. Mirror the videos, share them. Have a great night.